On March 1, 1953, Stalin's staff found him semi-conscious on the bedroom floor of his Kuntsevo dacha. He had suffered a cerebral hemorrhage. He was moved onto a couch and remained there for 3 days. He was hand-fed using a spoon, given various medicines and injections, and leeches were applied to him. Stalin died on March 5, 1953. According to Svetlana, it had been a difficult and terrible death. An autopsy revealed that he had died of a cerebral hemorrhage and that his cerebral arteries were severely damaged by atherosclerosis. It has been conjectured that Stalin was murdered. Beria has been suspected of poisoning him, but no firm evidence has appeared. According to a theory developed by historians Vladimir Naumov and Jonathan Brent, Stalin was poisoned with warfarin, most likely by Beria. Stalin's death was announced on March 6. His body was embalmed, and then displayed in Moscow's House of Unions for 3 days. The crowds of people coming to view the body were so large and disorganized that many people were killed in a crowd crush. At the funeral on March 9, Stalin's body was laid to rest in Lenin's mausoleum in Red Square. Hundreds of thousands attended. That month featured a surge in arrests for anti-Soviet agitation, as those celebrating Stalin's death came to police attention. The Chinese government instituted a period of official mourning for Stalin's death. A memorial service in his honor was also held at St. George the Martyr, Holborn in London. Stalin left neither a designated successor nor a framework within which a peaceful transfer of power could take place. The Central Committee met on the day of his death, after which Malenkov, Beria, and Khrushchev emerged as the party's dominant figures. The system of collective leadership was restored, and measures introduced to prevent any one member from attaining autocratic domination. The collective leadership included 8 senior members of the Presidium of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, namely Georgy Malenkov, Lavrentiy Beria, Vyacheslav Molotov, Klyment Vashilov, Nikita Khrushchev, Nikolai Bulganin, Lazar Kaganovich and Anastas Mikhailin. Reforms to the Soviet system were immediately implemented. Economic reforms scaled back the mass construction projects, placed a new emphasis on house building, and eased the levels of taxation on the peasantry to stimulate production. The new leaders sought rapprochement with Yugoslavia and a less hostile relationship with the U.S., and they pursued a negotiated end to the Korean War in July 1953. The doctors who had been imprisoned were released and the anti-Semitic purges ceased. A mass amnesty for certain categories of convicts was issued, having the country's inmate population, while the state security and gulag systems were reformed, with torture being banned in April 1953.